Good morning. Good morning. See if I can put that there. Or you can get a picture. Hopefully that'll work. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Having a so fly kind of morning. Thanks for hopping in. Welcome to all the live viewers and all the replay viewers. My name is Keishelle, and I like to hop on in the morning with you guys and share my morning tea and a health and wellness tip or a business tip for the day. Gotta get it in while it's still hot. But today I happened to find an article that I actually wanted to share with you guys. So if you just hang in here with me, we're gonna go over this article I found in Real Simple magazine. I actually bought a magazine. It's been forever since I bought a magazine. But when I saw this one, I just had to have it. It had a lot of really interesting, really different little things in it. So if you guys like magazines, check it out. You might like it. So the reason I wanted to share this article is because a lot of us are always trying to find the way to, lose the weight, shed off some pounds, live a little healthier, and, the dieting thing isn't necessarily the way to go. So what they have in here in the article is a really simple way to make sure that you're just doing healthier things for your life. And as you do those healthier things, you'll get healthier and the weight will come off. One of the things that I know that really does work is sleep. And I'm mad at myself for the last few nights. I have not been getting my sleep because I've been having so much fun here on Periscope. So let me head on over to this article. I'm going to turn the music off so you can hear me. Good morning, Kev. For those of you that don't know me, again, my name is Keishelle, and I am a mother of 5. I homeschool 2 of my little ones that are home with me all day. Did you just wake up, Bubby? My little Kevin and Audie Mae, and they like to hop on Periscope with me a lot of the time. But let's see. Let's get into this article for anyone that's looking for this information. You lost a little map?
A little map, a little black one.
I don't know what you're talking about. What little black one?
Well, map that has the music and it can tell you it.
Oh, the map. It's on the ottoman. Hi to whoever just hopped in there. Sorry, I'm looking down. I was talking to my little one and looking for this article here that I wanted to share with you guys. In this Real Simple magazine, I should have turned to the page before I put the broadcast. Did you find it, babe? Is that what's falling? But here it is here, the One Small Change Diet. Honey Mae's taking a shower. You're going to play on your map? So basically the concept here in this One Small Change Diet is to add one of these 15 simple tweaks to your everyday routine and see why the best way to lose weight may also be the easiest. Can you take your map over there so everyone can hear me? Yeah? Or you want to wait? He's got this map. It's a really fun map.
I can't tell you about
Eye types. It's interactive. Yeah, and it has lots of different pages in it. So one of the things that it says in this article, of course, we all know, if a change doesn't fit your lifestyle, it's not going to work out for you. So, like me, I love sweets. It says, if you love sweets, you won't banish them altogether. And that is very, very true. I've tried to go on so many of those sugar cleansing diets, and I usually wind up just eating more sugar afterwards than I ate before. So, maybe that's why. So I'm not going to read the entire article, of course, because you can pick this up real simple. It is, does it have a date on it? The February 2016 edition. So let's see, it says it's a perennial cycle. You notice that your favorite jeans are a little snugger than they were last year. You get winded after a flight of stairs. Or maybe you're just feeling a renewed commitment to well-being after a holiday sugar bender. Then come the promises. A 3-day juice cleanse, the treadmill, every day for a month, no sugar, or is it no carbs, ever. But then real life sneaks up on you, and before you know it, you've abandoned the entire plan. Who hasn't been there? We've all been there. So let's see. It says to do number 1. Hey, Michael, thanks for hopping in. Number 1, remember that the best days start with protein. Good morning. Great to see you. I'm just sharing an article here that I found in this Real Simple magazine, and it's the One Small Change diet. Basically, they have 15 things in here, and they say to implement one of them in your life instead of trying to overhaul everything, because that doesn't work for any of us, usually. So number 1 is to remember the best days start with protein. Protein can support both weight loss and maintenance. So like me, I'm bad at it. I'll get a bowl of cereal or oatmeal or something like that, but you're actually better off starting off with some eggs or a Greek yogurt with some nuts in it is one of the examples that they have in here. So yeah, even the bacon and eggs for you guys that love that, or you can have the vegan options, you know, of the high protein meals. I have switched over to doing like a smoothie in the morning with some protein in it. So I think that's probably better than my bowl of cereal. Oh, we've got the little one here playing with his map. So number 2, it says to focus on can, not can't. So start by telling yourself that you can have as many fruits and vegetables as you want. Seriously, go crazy. The virtually unlimited aspect of it is psychologically powerful. So just so let's see. And processed meats to waking. Sorry. And then number 3, it says to talk to yourself. Ask, does it taste good? How hungry am I? We often eat whatever is in front of us, says Linda Bunyard, a registered dietitian at the Johns Hopkins. Why don't you guys take it over there if you want to play? Because I'm trying to talk to some people. Take it over there and play with me. I know, but May wants to talk to you about it and play with you. So why don't you guys go over there and play? No? No one wants to leave? They love Periscope. They're periolics like Mom, I guess. You guys can scope and share your map later. How about that? Do you want to do that? Yes? There's Kevin. Yeah, I'm not talking to myself. Anyways, so ask, does it taste good? How hungry am I? And she said, we can avoid a lot of unwanted calories by becoming aware of our tendencies and cutting back on some of the unnecessary eating. And say no entirely to food that's just plain unsatisfying. Have you ever eaten just because everyone else was, asked Bunyard, or because food was right there in front of you? Break this habit. You have only a limited number of calories to spend in a day, so save them for the yummiest ones. I like that idea. Yeah, babe?
Can I play ABC Mouse?
Yes, please do your ABC Mouse. Go ahead. You want to go do your ABC Mouse too, Kevin, since you're awake?
He doesn't know how to log in.
I know, I can help him. So number 4 on this list of things that you can try, remember, just implement one of them. You can do one at a time if you want to do more than one. If you're already doing some, find a new one. So number 4 is to forget what you've heard about the scale. Conventional wisdom dictates that you shouldn't weigh yourself too often. The assumption you risk being discouraged by frequent fluctuations due to water retention or undigested meals. So that is definitely true. I try to stick with maybe once a week, because if you weigh yourself every day, every hour, whatever, it's going up and down all day. Hey, thanks for hopping in there, Glendora. Good morning to you. I'm just sharing some little tips in this article here. Real simple. One small change diet. Basically, they suggest that you take one of these options. They have 15 things here, and use it to help change your health, change your diet. So number 5 is to try the golf ball trick. Leave about 1/4 of your normal serving off your plate for every food at every meal, or for 2 to 3 days. Then as you're eating, leave 2 tablespoons of every food, roughly the size of a golf ball, on your plate. So 30 minutes after each meal, if you remember, it says to check and see if you're hungry. If you don't remember to do this, you're probably not hungry. Finally, she suggests to check again at the end of the day. Are you still physically hungry? Most of us will find that we are satisfied with smaller servings. Yes, I did finally get my hair done. And hey, Arvin, thanks for hopping in. I am just sharing some tips out of this article here. One small diet change. It says to pick one of these 15 things and try and implement it into your day. So good morning to you. Thanks for hopping in. And number 6, it says to sit down. You might think that you're being a multitasking hero, and for you guys that just hopped on, that hear the background music, that's my little one here. He's playing a game. He wants to stay. He's a periholic like mom. He loves to be here. So, you might think that you're being a multitasking hero, eating breakfast in the car or grabbing a handful of pretzels on your way to a meeting. Turn it back down, Ben. He's my little DJ. But even if the food is healthy, it could be sabotaging your diet. That's because eating on the go is a form of mindless eating and can result in consuming more calories later in the day. So like I said, I'm not reading the whole article. I'm just reading the little pinpoints of the blurbs here. So number 7 says to eat your vegetables first. This is one that I definitely try to do, but I kind of like my vegetables now. The key is to put an unprocessed vegetable on your plate.
I never heard this one before.
You never heard that one before? It is cool. So, yeah, it says to put an unprocessed vegetable on your plate and consume it before any other type of food hits the table. So do this at both lunch and dinner. I'd say get some fruits too in the morning and do that before your breakfast if you can. But make sure the first one was about getting that protein in the morning. That's a real life changer. And hi to everyone else that's hopped on. I'm sorry if I didn't catch your names. Please type it in the comments. Let me know who you are, where you're chiming in from. We'd love to say good morning to you properly. And let's see, number 8 was to set the alarm to sleep. And this is the one that I've been messing up on the last few days. Set your alarm to sleep. You've probably heard that there's a serious connection between sleep. Yes, thank you, Arvin. It is your first time here. I appreciate you hopping in. You're one of the reasons I haven't been getting any sleep, though. All those late night networking and then marketing and tips and tricks sessions. I can actually see the change. The last couple of nights I've been watching Ashley Ann, I've been watching Arvin. I can't get enough of them. There's so much information. There's such good content providing scopers and great people that I haven't been getting my sleep. So I've been messing up on number 8, and I know that one works for me. No, it's okay. It's my fault. I have to choose. I'm a periholic. I have to put the camera down. Put the phone down, stop tapping. But so number 8, set the alarm to sleep. You probably heard that there's a serious connection between sleep and weight. Serious is right. Losing just 30 minutes of sleep on weeknights can lead to long-term weight gain in adults. So according to preliminary findings presented at the annual meeting of the Endocrine Society last year. So if you can't commit to getting the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that's right, 7 to 8, not 3 or 4, aim to clock just a little extra each night. If you can get an extra half hour, that's better than none at all, says Philip German. So, and he's an assistant professor of psychiatry and a sleep researcher at the University of Penn. So if setting the alarm clock 30 minutes later during the week isn't an option, try this trick. Set an alarm clock to remind yourself to go to sleep. And that's the one I do. I have alarms for everything. So I have an alarm that says, hey, lights out. And we try to turn the lights out like an hour before bedtime, actually. And I got a great tip from Chalene Johnson, which was to listen to a podcast. So that way, the lights are out, your body is starting to settle down and do all the things it needs to do. You have an hour to fall asleep. If you can do that with your life, I strongly suggest it. I saw amazing changes. I lost like 5 pounds overnight. It was great. Sleeping off weight is amazing. Everyone wants to do that. So yes, getting at least 6, the 7 to 8 is great. I usually go for at least 6 as a minimum. But yes, try to get an extra 30, if anything, is what this article is suggesting as your number 8 choice of a healthy thing you can do. Let me just reset for anyone else that has hopped on or anybody that's, speeding through this on the replay or something like that. My name is Keishelle, and I am a mother of 5. I homeschool my kids. I've been involved in lots of various different businesses, and I'm just a serial entrepreneur, mompreneur. I work from home. I help small businesses in my local area to do their social media, their marketing, and I'm also developing websites and things like that now. I have a very strong tie to the health and wellness field. It's always been a passion of mine, and so I'm sharing tips and tricks and things that have worked with me in all those different areas. So if you want to catch any more of my scopes, I'm usually on in the morning, sometime between 6 and 8 Central Standard Time, sharing while I'm having my morning tea and hanging out with the kids and sharing something new. So there's only 2 more left. Number 9 says to plan You're just this once. So plan it, guys. That special treat, that surprise, that great thing. It says surprises can derail a careful diet plan. Instead of giving in to a just this once mentality, man suggests mapping out a strategy for out of the ordinary occasions so that they don't sneak up on you. Come up with if-then plans. If I end up at a fancy party, then I'll have one appetizer. After that, I'll carry a drink in one hand and a napkin in the other. Repeat your intentions several times before you go. When you're in the situation, the plan will stick. So that's a new one that I hadn't heard of. Oh, I forgot there's 15. Hey, babe, can you turn it down a little bit more? What is it?
Texas is right here.
Texas is right there. You are correct. So number 10, head for the water. So obese participants instructed to drink 2 cups of water before meals for 12 weeks lost almost 3 more pounds than did those in a control group. So definitely reach for the water. Drink water before your meals, drink water after your meals, drink water in between meals. Hey there, as free as a bird. Thank you for hopping in. Please let me know what your name is and where you're chiming in from this morning. We're sharing an article. We're on number 11. Remember, it's a scenic walk. It says whether you think of that run as drudgery or a break from the drudgery might affect how likely you are to pick out afterward. People who were prompted to think, hey Faye, thanks for hopping in the DMV area. Lots of people out there. Always catching you guys online. So you're more likely to pick out afterward if you didn't enjoy your exercise, your run, your walk. So think of it as something relaxing, something comforting, something enjoyable so that you don't feel like you need to give yourself a treat afterwards. Number 12, employ the list of 10. Write down 10 ways to make yourself feel good without calories. Make it a great list. Remember, each item has to feel even better than food, says Bunyard. List 1 item you can do at home, 1 you can do at work, 1 you can do in 5 minutes, and 1 that will take the whole afternoon. Some ideas are watching a favorite TV show, reading a magazine, calling a friend, walking around outside, taking a bath, listening to a favorite song, window shopping. It goes on and on. They have quite a list here. Number 13, out of the 15 things that you could choose to do to change your diet, you can just pick one, is to use laziness to your advantage. So studies show that if there are candles right by your hand, candies, right by your hand, you'll eat a bunch, says man. If you make it so that you just have to straighten your arm, you'll eat much less. You'll eat even less if you have to walk across the room. In fact, some women who kept breakfast cereal and soda on their counters weighed at least 20 pounds more than did their neighbors who didn't. That's a very interesting one. I never thought about how it really helped, but I do that with candy. I'll put it in the top of my pantry. And for anyone that hasn't met me in person yet, I am tiny. I am 4'9"ish. So I have to get a ladder out to get to the top of my pantry to get the candy. So yeah, it helps. One time my daughter brought me home a treat. She's like, Mom, I brought you a treat. And it was like the little Milky Way candies in a bag, but these were not wrapped. They're usually the little individual fun size. The unwrapped ones, I ate the whole bag. So don't buy those. Too easy to eat the whole bag. So, number 14, cook just 1 more meal at home. So for each restaurant that you replace with a home-cooked meal, you can save 200 calories and more than 400 milligrams of sodium. So that's number 14. And number 15 is to prep ahead. Vegetables often require cleaning, chopping, and or cooking. But when all you want is to dive into a bag of chips, you're not as likely to clean, chop, or cook. So keep healthy foods in ready-to-eat portions. One of the things we like to do is chop up like watermelon and strawberries and get some blueberries and all that kind of stuff and have a little fruit salad that's in the refrigerator. So you can always just grab that when you're having a sugar craving instead of a candy bar. If it's already chopped up and ready to go, it's easier to snack on. So again, my name is Keishelle, and I was sharing a few of the tidbits from the One Small Change Diet. It's 15 simple steps that you can take to a leaner, healthier you. And you don't have to do all 15. It suggests that you do just one. And this is in the Real Simple magazine. So if you guys want to check that out to get the rest of the details in the article, you should definitely check that out. And for anyone that isn't already following me, I also wanted you guys to follow me on Snapchat. So I will show you my snap code. If you want to take a picture of that, screenshot it, and go ahead and add me if you're on Snapchat. Otherwise, you can just look up my name, Keishelle Miller, and you will find me there. Kevin, you want to say something? Well, we are going to get ready to go because today is story time, right? Thank you guys for hopping in. I really appreciate you. I hope you all go off to have a beautiful and blessed day. And perhaps I will see you later on today with a quote if I can fit it in. Let's go ahead and share that snap code with you. If you want to screenshot it, there it is. And like I said, if the screenshot doesn't work out, you can always just type in Keishelle Miller and find me there. So thanks again to all my live viewers and all the replay viewers. I really hope that information was helpful for you and that some of those tips were new for some of us and that they can help to, influence your life and your health. Have a great day. Bye-bye, beauties. You want to do